It's Friday evening and the work grind is over. You just finished an early dinner with friends and you're driving home. It's a dark side street leading to the freeway on-ramp. Out of nowhere, a police patrol car's bright red and blues engulf your entire vehicle. The lights reflect in your rearview mirror, like a pair of brightly lit neon sunglasses. Then you hear the worst two musical notes in the band, the police cruiser's whoop whoop. You had a beer, but you're not intoxicated. As you park, your right tire gently bumps the curb, just a minor imperfection in an otherwise textbook stop, as the patrol unit eases in behind you. Welcome to the Four Eyes of Law. I am attorney Larry J. Brookins, a California trial attorney with over 25 years of litigation experience in both the state and the U.S. federal courts. As a lawyer, we must give our mandatory disclaimer. This video is for information only. It's not intended to provide specific legal advice about any specific case or person, or to establish an attorney-client relationship. As always, our first line of advice if you're facing a serious legal matter is to consult with an attorney of your choice. See our full disclaimer in the description. That said, let's talk law. You see the officer's silhouette against the flashing lights as he approaches. You feel the shift in atmosphere when he casually taps your window and gestures for you to roll it down. In a calm tone of authority, he says he saw you straddle a lane a few blocks back. This sets the stage for what follows. He asks to see your driver's license, and like a professional boxer, he quickly follows up and asks, "Are you the registered owner?" While you're thinking and trying to adjust to the jolt of being pulled over, the cop is keenly observing you, assessing your movements, your eye contact, skin tone, speech, and whether you seem shaky. He then lands another verbal shot. Do you have proof of insurance? This cop is slowly moving you around the ring, trying to get you into position. There are 7 common anchors the police use to establish probable cause for a DUI arrest. They are 1. The impairment anchor. 2. Shark's fin or alcohol question. 3. Conversation trap. 4. Field sobriety test. 5. Agitation label. 6. Numbers game. And 7. The golden Lego block. He uses these to construct the DUI case by assembling the pieces into a final report. Your assignment, if you choose to accept, is to prevent the assembling of the Lego blocks, or as many as you can while at the scene and upon arrival at the station. You start from the moment you see the red and blue lights. The first thing to do when the emergency lights hit is to slow down and park, if it's safe. This communicates to the cop there is no threat or risk. Your first defensive move is to be minimalistic. You will understand this term more clearly as you watch this video. The goal is to reduce the number of facts or blocks the officer can put in his report. You've got to assume the role of a smooth counterpuncher. Know the game. Play the game. When the officer asks questions, politely answer only those that are non-incriminating. Keep responses short and concise. When asked if you have a driver's license, say yes or no and stop speaking. The goal is to be minimal in both words and body language. Every unprompted word can become a thread an officer can pull to build a case. Before we continue, please hit the subscribe button and tap the bell below. You won't have to search the web when you need legal information, and it helps others to find this video. Officers often use multiple tactics at once, like a fighter throwing combinations. A common trio of DUI punches might consist of the shark's fin, impairment anchor, and the conversation trap, all thrown at the same time. If you are not aware of those techniques, that combination might leave you dazed. Let's look at the shark's fin, also called the alcohol question. It is almost invisible, as it skims through the water, barely piercing the surface. You can see it when an officer makes a subtle shift in focus. It surfaces with a benign-sounding question about food or drink, a casual, friendly tone that asks, "Have you had anything to eat or drink?" The officer's intent is to get you to admit to drinking, even the tiniest amount of alcohol. That admission will get you sliced and diced, like you are at a deli. Your sincere answer of yes will slash through your flesh, like a shark ripping at a seal. Minimizing talk narrows what can be misinterpreted or used against you. How quiet should a person be? There's a balance between courtesy and protecting yourself from self-incrimination. Comply with requests to pull over and provide identification, registration, and proof of insurance. After that, if you feel the officer is probing too much, consider asking in a respectful tone, "Officer, if I answer any more questions, can they be used against me?" Wait for his answer. Then say, "I would like to remain silent and have an attorney present before speaking further." Those words formally invoke your constitutional rights. Stay respectful, but hold your ground. The typical DUI report includes a range of descriptive words: combative, resistant, loud, intoxicated, non-communicative, flush face, red watery eyes, and the inability to follow instructions. Your goal is to avoid giving the officer any extra pieces he can use to assemble his Lego blocks. Anchor 4 is the Field Sobriety Test, FST. This is a physical agility test and involves activity people normally do at a gym, not on the side of the road. It can be affected by health, injury, age, physical condition, road surface, and other factors. Many sober people fail. A slight knee tremor, a misstep, or an imperfect heel-to-toe can be reported as proof of impairment. Officers may act as though they are mandatory, but in many states they are voluntary. Importantly, know the law of the jurisdiction where the police stop occurs before deciding whether to refuse or consent. Next is the numbers game, and often starts with a preliminary alcohol screening, called a PAS. It usually occurs at the scene of the stop. This is where an officer asks a person to blow into a handheld alcohol testing device. They may say, "If you pass, you'll be free to go." They may not tell you that. If you don't pass, it's a block of negative evidence and may justify your immediate arrest. Normally, a PAS is voluntary in California, and most drivers can refuse to take it without penalty. We say normally because there are major exceptions to the right of refusal. In California, if a driver is under the age of 21, they must take a PAS if asked by law enforcement. This requirement also applies to drivers of any age if they are on DUI probation. If this information is helpful, please hit the subscribe button and tap the bell. This helps the channel to continue to provide informational videos. You will also receive new videos as they drop. The final strategy police use to construct the DUI Lego blocks is the blood alcohol concentration analysis, or BAC examination. The BAC is a measurement of the amount of alcohol in a person's bloodstream. It's a chemical examination of a person's breath, blood, or urine and is normally performed at a police station. A BAC result of 08% or higher is the golden Lego block, or as a seaman would say, the bower anchor. It will almost automatically result in a DUI arrest in California. Refusing a BAC exam after a lawful arrest can lead to mandatory license suspension and other severe penalties. These penalties apply even if the person is later found by the court to be not guilty of DUI. The combined Lego blocks comprise the entire picture. This is where the arresting officer uses everything previously discussed to assemble a complete DUI report package. DUI report forms are scientifically developed to flow towards helping the prosecution obtain a DUI conviction. It's not a neutral report. Look, officers, like every other worker, at every other job do not want to be wrong at work. So these reports are built to support the officer's opinion that an arrested driver committed a DUI. A final side note, even though a BAC result of 0.08% or higher is the golden Lego block of a DUI case, there are strategies to attack and often defeat them. Please drop your comments if you'd like more insight into tumbling the golden Lego block. If we receive enough comments, we may produce a video on the topic. If you found value, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell. Thanks for watching and check out this next video.